So my video that I uploaded earlier today, Robot Armies Shoot to Thrill? Well, guess who's building the robots? As I sit here and take in all of the news from every direction, all I see is deceivers, liars, corporate media, cover-ups, agenda, all pushing the same propaganda. It's time for a game changer, a visionary, an innovative person who changes the way that people think of the situations. It's time for Game Changer TV, telling it like it is. Get in the game. Where do I even start? Thank you for tuning in to Game Changer TV. I'm your host, Terri Lynn, and this is the channel where every day we're telling it like it is. Today is August 3rd, 2026. And after I made my last video, I guess the algorithms picked up on what I reported on. I started getting all kind of notifications about Eric Trump and robots. I almost hit the ground. Let's just jump straight into this. So in the video that I uploaded earlier today, Robot Army Shoot to Thrill, Trump could give human rights to robots, and it could become illegal to destroy a robot, and it could be used to police us. And it goes along with Trump's militarizing local police departments in his executive order. I had no idea how deep his son Eric Trump was going to be in this whole story. But guess who's building the robots? So this video is from today, and this is what I opened up the video that I uploaded earlier today, Shoot to Thrill. The dawn of the killer robots, U.S. startup working to create humanoid robots to wage the wars of tomorrow. Autonomous fighting robots are one of the most controversial technological developments on Earth. From the Catholic Church to the UN, many are mobilizing against killing robots. The problem, of course, is that other nations are pursuing these developments as much as the U.S. does or more. Enter Foundation Future Industries, a startup racing to create humanoid robots that will automate factory work, build futuristic megacities, and most strikingly, wage the wars of tomorrow. Foundation co-founder Sankayat Pathak says the company is in conversations with the Department of Homeland Security to deploy its robots to patrol the U.S.-Mexico border. That article did not say anything about Eric Trump. A humanoid company backed by Eric Trump is preparing its robots for war. The CEO of Foundation Future Industries, which counts the president's son as its chief strategy advisor. So his father is the commander-in-chief over the U.S. military, who dictates wars and directs wars and the length of wars. The chief strategy advisor to a robotic company that will create the robots for war is the president's son. This Trump-linked startup plans to put humanoid robots in the military. The startup has already tested its humanoid robots in Ukraine and aiming to soon bring its technology to the U.S. military. The robotics company recently brought on Eric Trump, the son of the sitting president, as a chief strategy advisor. A Silicon Valley startup backed by Eric Trump is developing humanoid robot super soldiers with lethal kinetic capabilities for the battlefield. While most robotic developers design humanoids to fold laundry or assist on factory floors, startup Foundation Future Industries has a far more militaristic objective: building an all-American robot super soldier. Under the guidance of CEO Sankayat telepathic, the company is preparing to integrate lethal capabilities into its humanoid robots, actively exploring kinetic weapon system that could be unveiled in the coming months. By 2027, 50,000 humanoid robots could serve as the U.S. military's front line. Foundation's Phantom humanoid robots pair human-scale mobility, heavy payload capacity, and sensor-rich design to support military logistics, surveillance, and high-risk missions. Theoretically, is it possible that Eric Trump's robot company Foundation could build the robots that could become police robots? Yes, theoretically and practically possible, as Foundation Future Industries, the robotic startup where Eric Trump serves as chief strategy advisor and investor, is explicitly developing humanoid robots for military and security operations, exploring weapon systems, and discussing potential deployments with the Department of Homeland Security. And Trump's executive order unleashing the militarization of police departments instructs the Department of Homeland Security to pass down military equipment to local police agencies. Eric Trump's company could be putting these robots in local police units. Theoretically, what would that look like? Are y'all ready? San Diego.
All right, here they are. Day one, San Diego. 1st Battalion made up completely of humanoid robots, all lined up, ready for inspection. Raw 01, give me a salute.
Acknowledged.
And say something for the camera.
Unit 1 operational. All systems nominal. Awaiting orders.
Yeah.
Wild time.
All right.
$150,000. That's the price tag on the humanoid robot built to carry same rifle as a soldier carries, walk at almost 4 miles per hour, haul 44 plus pounds of gear, clear a building before any person steps through the door. A U.S. startup called Foundation already holds $24 million in contracts with the Army, Navy, and Air Force. Their stated goal: 50,000 units manufactured by the end of 2027, scaling roughly 50 units this year to 10,000 next year alone. Here's the part people get wrong. Nobody's building a robot that decides who to shoot. Current protocol requires a human to confirm before the automate system engages. What they're actually replacing is the soldier, who has to be the first one through the door. I hate to tell y'all, but the real reason is because most U.S. servicemen, my own son is a second-time enlisted Marine, 25 years old. Most U.S. servicemen would not shoot on American citizens, but a robot deployed domestically would have no problem shooting on a person. Robot soldiers are being built in America to fight tomorrow's wars, and the alarm is growing. Did the Department of Defense sign a contract for military humanoid robots with Eric Trump's company? Y'all think about what I'm saying. Trump is the one who controls the U.S. military, directs the U.S. military, decides how long he's going to keep a war going. His son is invested in a company that's going to build the robots for war. Yes, the Department of Defense awarded $24 million contract to Foundation Future Industries, a robotic startup where Eric Trump serves as an investor and chief strategy advisor. So Eric Trump just got a contract with Pete Hegseth, the Department of Defense, for $24 million to build these robots. Yes or no? How much money in contracts did the Department of Defense, did Eric Trump's company make for the order of the humanoid robots? The robotics firm Foundation Future Industries, where Eric Trump serves as investor and chief strategy advisor, secured approximately $24 million in Department of Defense research and testing contracts for its Phantom humanoid robots. And what else did Pete Hegseth do in the last couple of hours? Trump signs executive order forming Military Spouse Commission. And guess who's going to head it up? Pete Hegseth's wife. They're all scratching each other's backs. Yes or no? In the past, wouldn't it be considered conflict of interest for the son of a president getting a contract with the Department of Defense for robotic soldiers since the father commands the military? Yes. Ethics experts and lawmakers generally view such arrangements as a major conflict of interest. Those specific applications depend on the exact legal definitions and enforcement mechanisms in place. Because the president serves as the commander-in-chief of the military, critics contend that the subordinate defense officials may feel implicit pressure to award contracts that financially benefit the first family. And y'all, wouldn't it be beneficial to prolong a war so that more robotic soldiers would have to be built and more money be made? Could a political leader's investment in military defense be motivation to keep a war going? Yes, a political leader's personal investments in military defense can create a financial conflict of interest, potentially serving as a motivation to prolong war for personal profit. Leaders are supposed to act for public good, not their own wallet. War profiteering. A Silicon Valley company with Eric Trump as an advisor is making robot soldiers. What do you think about this? For the first time in my life, I agree with Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren sounds an alarm on Eric Trump-linked company getting Pentagon deal. Corruption in plain sight. And I just got to throw this in here. They're already usurping the Federal Reserve System. The Constitution says that the president cannot create a competing financial system contrary to the Federal Reserve System. And Trump's family and his sons are all building a digital currency, and they're all profiting off of it. And it's going to undermine the U.S. economy and financial system. So that's already a conflict of interest right there. And now we've got this going on. Killer robot soldiers that can be deployed on our streets. Who can make war with the beast? Who can make war with the beast? So his son is building killer robots that could be deployed on the streets. And if he's the Antichrist, he could use them to kill the people that would not want to worship the beast. This Eric Trump-backed startup just got AMD chips for its humanoid robots. Now it's building military versions too, reviving conflict of interest.
1st Battalion, forward march.
Man, look at this. Whole battalion, all robots.
That's wild.
First all-robot unit right here in San Diego. It's real.
They don't even blink.
And they could end up theoretically deployed on our streets. Yes or no, could Eric Trump's company Foundation sell humanoid robots to police departments? Yes, Foundation Future Industries, the robotic startup where Eric Trump serves as an investor and chief strategy advisor, could theoretically sell its humanoid robots to police departments as it builds autonomous machines for industrial and security defense operations, prices its defense unit at $300,000, and has already discussed domestic deployment with the Department of Homeland Security. Do y'all understand this? Domestic deployment to be used against U.S. citizens. Yes or no? Theoretically, is it possible that the humanoid robots that Eric Trump is involved with. Could those humanoid robots be part of Trump's readiness response team that he is deploying into the cities? Yes, theoretically possible, because phantom humanoid robots being developed by Foundation Futures Industries, where Eric Trump serves as chief strategy advisor, are explicitly designed for logistics, reconnaissance, and potential future military or domestic security threats. Task. Now, if you've already seen this part of the video that I uploaded earlier, you can stop now. But I'm